Hi everybody, I'm Doc Shocker, and welcome to Deathstate. And our parade of poor play continues, as basically we got involved in really what I would call the first, Isaac level kind of train wreck run that I've ever had on here. Just, you'd have to have a look for yourself, but it was just such a low damage run for being desecrated, and the scientists just floundered by, I think, layer 6 or so. It was pretty awful. Looks like we're gonna have things falling out of the sky on us on the first non-desecrated floor. I didn't really know that was kind of even a thing, and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't like it. It's gonna make life very, very difficult in trying to even desecrate the run, which is sort of silly. But then again, I think in a lot of ways the desecration mechanic on here is kind of crazy, because you have to fight something to make the game more difficult, so you can either die trying to turn up the difficulty of the game, which means you probably shouldn't have been in the first place, but before you can even, get anywhere with it. So this is special. We're just gonna leave it in the realm of calling it special, because YouTube is making a shift towards family-friendly programming, and basically the choice words I would have for this situation would not really fall in with any sort of family-friendly theme. I mean, look how many bullets these things are taking to kill. I mean, this is actually kind of ridiculous. I really do not know what is going on with this. This is the most ridiculous first floor I think I've ever played on. Oh, finally, it only took like 7 hours to kill that champion. For an organ that's pretty mediocre, which, that's always a wonderful feeling. Hopefully we get a book that's worth something. Oh, okay. Saturn Expanded Midnight Anchor fires at 2 extra opponents. Good things can be had from that, for sure. It means we actually have a little crowd control and can make an effort to desecrate this run without potentially just getting outright trolled by the game. So let's get this area kind of cleared here. Hopefully, nope, it's not going to drop over here where I was hoping I could manipulate that stuff. I do not want an unidentified potion. That is not going to do anything for me in the least bit. So hopefully we can work this in such a way that we might be able to kill our emissary here before getting immolated by a zombie or walked into by some other opponent, although it doesn't really appear to be the case. More importantly, I need to not allow myself to become tilted on the entire affair. Well, luckily I got him. Luck and fire damage. Really could have used a health up there. Not to, complain and tell the game what to do, but, hey. We got 70, just, oh, great, unidentified potion. Let's see what it does. Oh, introvert, even better. It's this one. Hey, health potion. And we'll head down to our next floor. Thankfully, that has eliminated the introvert for the most part. or at least it allowed it to kind of go its course. Still need a relic, still need a weapon, both of which are going to help us greatly. We're not going to have hell raining down upon us, which is also a very positive sign for us. Because that level kind of got me a little tilted. I'm feeling salty. The Nautiloid Heart, rate of fire up, not bad. Kind of need to start getting into some damage ups, though. Real estate a tiny bit. Oh, how about I just walk into a bullet instead? It's always good stuff. Alright, so we do have a chest over here. Walk into more bullets trying to get here. Lamarck configuration, it's better than nothing. Not entirely sure what it does, though. May have to learn that together. Maybe it's more of a dad C-scroll kind of thing. Maybe not. Okay, or we can get the 3-gem idol, which is pretty awful for a payout from one of those shrines, to be honest. I had kind of expected something maybe a little better than that. An organ to give us some damage would be pretty stellar. I guess not to be the case. We all die sometimes, it's just the good ones that don't stay dead for long. Okay, here we go. We have Mirafecchio, the Mind Flayer. Got ourselves a Star Child's Cataract Eye, 0.25 damage. Thank you. I will happily accept your damage up. So that'll get our run to come online here just a little better, and that's reason for happiness. May not be crushing it just yet, but as long as we can sort of maintain kind of a trend of damage equal to the difficulty of the levels we're heading into, we'll be fine. We don't need to become like super overpowered. We don't need to get into like a 6 damage stat or anything like that to make good on this run. We just have to maintain. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, you know, be positively over the moon with a 6 damage stat, because we would kind of be crapping on everything that would present itself to us. What do we have? Emerald Crossblade launches missiles. Alright, I'm okay with that. And it absorbs fire, so even better. Even better. Is there a portal over here? Probably not. I'm probably coming over here for no good discernible reason. We'll head upwards here, see what that does for us. Aside from get us into trouble, evidently. But the missiles, yeah. And there's a champion. Or is that another champion for this floor? Or rather, in Elite, we did fight a champion. Alright, he got crapped on quite quickly. We got Baron Grek. I think maybe with these missiles going, having the Grek axe may not be the bad or the worst thing in the world. We do need to get him kind of focused down before it means the end of us. but he's really in just an awful position as well. Ooh, and he dropped an organ, eh? Amphibian egg cluster. Nope, I think I actually want this because I guess I didn't put it together that our missiles are the product of the weapon we are carrying, and I do like Baron Grek's Great Axe. I just think that the rate of fire is kind of not been the best thing in the world in previous runs today. I've definitely been kind of eating it in the crowd control aspect of these builds that I've ended up with both the Scientist, and I think even before that, possibly the Brawler. Alright, I think we got Char Sahal here, kind of dealt with. Ruby Scimitar, I'm not even remotely interested in that. The Brute's Lung, however, for 0.1 damage is pretty good. And we have entered the Grave of Time. The creep here is going to be truly the worst thing in the world. As long as we can dodge over it for the most part, I think we'll be okay. But can't let ourselves get overly twisted over everything here. But as you can see, this creep is just some of the worst stuff going. As long as we can kind of keep it to our backs, though, we should be okay. Although, getting trapped in a corner like that is, well, going to be how I operate, evidently, because I can't seem to not get myself painted into a corner and die. Wow. These desecrated runs are just getting me in a bad way. But as I said, I'm never really going to improve unless I keep doing it. So it's really going to have to be my takeaway from this, is that it's all in the name of improving. Probably have to go back to my training regime of playing a whole heck of a lot of Enter the Gungeon as well. Because if my dodging is getting this bad on here, then I think I need to, you know, in musician terms, we need to get back into the woodshed, as it were. Super not happy about getting a damage downgrade there. The health might come in handy as long as we can kind of get health on the ground, or possibly one of the canopic jar items that can heal us. You know, prefer the Bloodstone Canopic jar, because at least you'd be trading in the chance to heal for damaging everything in a radius. And I do like the style of item that will sort of split the difference there between offense and defense, or sustainability and offense. What do we have going on up here? Here's Diadem. Really not sure. I do not seem to recall what that does. Oh, very, very nice. Just kind of burn some stuff for a few seconds. That's pretty good. I think I will make good use of this item, or at least try to. Still could use a weapon and a tome for ourselves. found the bloated thread gut. Movement speed up, rate of fire down. Again, not really super happy with these organs that are going to be cashing in our DPS stats for sort of moderate gains elsewhere. I'll finish up this floor before we go over there and get crazy with the emissary. Alright, get all this stuff out of the way. So we'll swing back over here. A couple of bats. Sneaky, sneaky bats. I really hate these shaders. Wow, he was doing full hearts of damage? Oh my. Alright, well, this is turning into quite the episode here that I'm really not even able to clear the first floor. Wow. Feeling pretty awful at the moment. Value down this way? Probably not. But, you know, that said, in that last run, I think in 2 pickups we managed to lose basically 10% of our damage and 10% of our shot speed for really, as I said before, very little benefit. Movement speed is nice, and, you know, some shot speed is okay, or was it bonus damage? I don't remember. No, we got 2 health, and then we got movement speed out of those 2 pickups we got on the last run there. So, I mean, it was kind of not the best. But we'll go with the aspect stone here. Why not? We'll have fun. Who dares wins and all of that. I think this is the one that his damage is considered fire, so he would scale with any fire damage up, which I think we just got from an organ here just a few seconds ago. So, or maybe that was his. Yeah, that's his character ability. Let's just plunge in here and take all the hits. So that's how you win. That is the winning strategy. Hate to break it to you, dodging bullets. Psh, that is so last week. So last week. We're in the get hit meta now. Alright. So, still no relics, tomes, or weapons. But hopefully we can remedy at least part of that by desecrating the run. We can find the altar, wherever that happened to be. Bloated thread gut, yet again, movement speed up and shot speed down. Need to, I guess I start making a mental list of things that are just gonna kind of work me over pretty badly on runs here. I mean, I've got a good healthy rate of fire as it stands, but I just assume not be cashing that in for any reason, as nerfing our stats is not going to help. So we're going to have stuff falling out of the sky any second now. And there it is. It's basically shooting our crowd control in the head for anything serious. I hear our champion. I heard our champion. He's around somewhere. There he is. Let's hit him with some fire. Hopefully that'll produce some beneficial results for us. Amphibian egg cluster. Alright, so we're back to pretty much even on our rate of fire so far. See, we've got these zombie things sucking up our crowd control. We're still really not into any tomes or relics, which is going to very soon be taking its toll on us. I mean, it already in some ways kind of is, because we're just relying on our basic bullets to kind of get us through. And if we can't really meet our target head on here, we're going to be in a pretty raw position. Not get roasted by that thing, because we're down to 1 health. Wow, this is just taking way too much concentration. Holy cow, this game. It's doing a number on me for sure. But I think this will be a good enough spot to leave off for this episode of Deathstate. I'm feeling the salt creeping in. So I think we'll call it here for today. If you have liked the video, please be sure to press the like button down below. If you have any comments, questions, or critiques for me, you can be sure to leave those in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, this has been Deathstate. I'm Doc Shocker. You've been great. Happy gaming.